Hi, my name is Amanda Moore and I'm an artist and architect. I've worked on quite a few large-scale public art commissions, including a vertical farm project which was set up to highlight issues around water consumption and the potential for water reuse. I'm going to give you guys some pointers today on some of the things you'll need to consider for your own vertical farm project. So the first one is natural light. So depending on where you're positioning your farm really, you'll need to ensure that the plants you're growing receive sufficient number of hours of sunlight per day. So for example, a north-facing position or placing your farm within a north-facing window or facade might not be so good to encourage good plant growth. Spacing between the plant containers as well, just ensuring you've got sufficient height to allow those plants to grow to their full extent, but also that they're not overcrowding and overshadowing each other so they still receive good light. Water supply, so thinking about how your plants are going to receive water. Are you going to hand water them? Are you going to use a water pump? And you'll want to think about efficiency as well. So could you set your farm up in such a way that there's so many either vertically stacked or so many in a certain incline that you can water as many as possible with one action, so that will reduce the labour and maintenance. You might also want to think about water reuse, so whether or not the water at the end of the cycle can be put back in again for a certain period of time before you have to replace that water, so it's reducing water consumption in that way. Nutrients. If you have plants which aren't grown in the outdoors, that are grown even indoors in a plant pot, you usually have to replenish the nutrients either by repotting your plants or by adding nutrients to the soil. So in small containers you'll likely need to add nutrients into the water. And you can buy nutrients that are the correct ones for those particular plants that you're growing. But you'll also need to think about pH balance, so how acidic or how alkali the soil is for those particular plants. And you can get testing kits that show you what the pH balance is of the soil at any one time, and also chemicals that help you to alter that pH balance for those particular plants. So it's a bit of research really in terms of the needs for your particular plants, light, amount of water and nutrients. Growing medium, so all plants need something to support their roots to cling on to really. But also something that's absorbent, that will carry the water and nutrients to the roots. And that doesn't have to be organic soil. That could be, for example, I've used insulation, discarded rock wool insulation that was going to go to tip basically from a building construction site. So there might be a number of different materials you can use that are absorbent that will support those plants, and you're able to reuse materials in that way and not have to throw them away actually for the cycle of your project. And then finally, the ability to recycle all of your materials at the end. Are they materials that are compostable? Are they materials that can be reused somewhere else afterwards? Are you using recycled materials to start with? For example, on the project I did, I reused water containers, drinking water containers, and I actually donated the entire farm at the end to a school. So hopefully that gives you guys some starting points when you're thinking about the design of your own farm. Okay, good luck.